second to last race in the Pro Series season. As we take a look at it, we'll see that now is currently the points leader with 2 races to go. He has a point lead over Spencer Tart, followed by Chris Chase, round out the top 5, excuse me. And as we see Martin Wenzel actually spinning as he crosses the start-finish line for qualifying. Hopefully that was his first lap. He'll have another run at it. Ben Isenga as well. It looks like this track is a bit slippery as we take a look at the track conditions. It is 72 degrees, partly cloudy with a westward to southwestward wind of 3 miles per hour. As you see Will Edwards doing on track, setting his lap time. Dover is known as the Monster Mile. These highways turn to bed direct. All the cars will sweeping down inward towards the inside wall. So look out early to make the and we may have less than 10 cars by the end of this one. Currently on the pole is Wade Hugstad, about a 10.5 over Bill Edwards, then Ben Isenga. We have a little under halfway left to qualify. It looks like the majority of the drivers have set a lap time. Third on the board. Take a look at Justin Allen. Looks like he's gonna wait the timeout and start in the back for this one. Justin Allen just needs to be clean these 2 last races and he'll win the championship. As you know, there are no playoffs. This is a straight shoot to the finish. There's no points resetting at all, unlike our regular season, which will be starting in a couple weeks. Chris James currently on track. 1 minute left to qualifying as he crosses the start-finish line. Comes out turn 4, gonna hit the line now with some lap time he puts down. 8th quickest with the 23.884. As we have about 30 seconds left, he does have enough time to set a second lap time. Let's see if he gets any quicker as he dives it down into turn 3. At the start finish line now, and his lap time just barely quicker with the 23.788. So it looks like that will wrap up qualifying, and Wade Hugstad will be a pole sitter. Does Richard Springer? No, he does not make it to the line. That might end up being a drive-through penalty on the start of this one. As the grid is lining up, let's see if we can get a word from our pole sitter, Wade Hugstad. As we find Wade Hugstad here, let's go to a chase view. You get to see that nice skull on his vehicle. Wade Hugstad, this is James Fandoff in the booth. Do you have a copy?
I do, JP.
Well, Wade, you get the pole here in the second to last race in the Pro Series season. It looks like you won it by about a tenth and a half. How are you feeling about tonight's race, knowing that at Dover, Delaware, anything can happen with these tight corners and tight straightaways? Not a whole lot of room to avoid wrecks here.
Yeah, you have that. It's kind of a self-cleaning track, but it collects a lot of people in it. So it's going to be some tight racing. Track position is going to be key tonight. But on top of that, you want to save those tires as well. So we're kind of looking forward to seeing what we can do as far as tire strategy tonight. But we want to stay out front and keep the car clean.
Alright, man. Well, I don't want to keep you too long. I know we're heading onto the backstretch, but tomorrow night we have the shootout, and then the following day we have the duels. You looking forward to the 2019 season? You're gonna try to go back to back?
Yeah, we are. We definitely want to do something at Daytona and try to get a win this year. I think we kind of got one taken away from us last year in the Daytona 250. So we're looking forward to it. This week's going to be a lot of fun shaping up to the Daytona 250 next week.
Alright, man. Well, I'm going to drop you back to the SGR channel. Good luck tonight on the long laps.
Thank you, GB.
And that was Wade Hustad, our pole sitter for this evening. As they enter turns 3 and 4, this should be a good race. Pace car ducks off, and Wade Hustad leads to the green flag here at Dover, Delaware. Wade Hustad has a nice jump as he dives down to turn 1. Ben Izenga with a bold move, going to be looking to take second place. Back. As most of them sink on out as they head into turn 3 and 4. Wade Hustad is on a half-second lead as he cleans out of the front straightaway. Wade Hustad will lead the first lap here as we go farther back in the field. We have Spencer Tartt, Mike Lemon in front. We have a little pack of Taylor Bridges Benjamin, Justin Allen, by the time. Oh, and it looks like Chris James ended up in the wall a little bit. Let's see how he gets to play with that. We'll be a little bit farther back. Coming up off to the 2, looks like he just hits the wall. And then Eric Leatherholtz nowhere to go. We're going to see a lot of that here. The outside wall sneaks up on you off the corner, so I'm sure we'll see a bit more of that as we continue. As you see with looking from the inside, Chris James looks like they're being cast. As we move back up, we have Spencer Tartt and Mike Lemon. Trying to close in on that 75. He's going to dive it down in there. Side by side on the end. Looks like place to work. Might be the same exact thing Spencer Tartt just did as they come onto the front straightaway. Back to the start finish line now. So far, so good. 7 laps here at Dover, Delaware. As we look back a little further, we have Eric Leatherholtz diving down the inside. So that was 6th place. Not going to give up that easy. and we'll see what happens from there. As we turn to catch the back line. Dive down 2-3, off the gas, give it a little bit of the brake. Take the throttle a little bit, comes off the corner. See how quick that wall, the outside wall comes up back there. We gotta be careful there. We already saw Chris James ended up getting it. Oh, as that goes strips up the track a little bit, that might get put into space, but it looks like Lemon hits the apron and comes back out of that. It's like both going. Dive down. Back just behind them, Taylor Bush Fetchman made the pass to the four-star Marcus Wingwood. Allen points leader in the series just behind him. Back to the William Edwards, Michael Edwards, Smith. Cars seem to be the same pace. Nobody's really falling off at all. Ben Ising and Wade Hughes just the class of the field as we look at Wade Hughes as he's crossing the line right now. Wade Hughes has an over 3-second lead and 20 laps complete, 1/5 of the way complete here at Dover. And a caution comes out. Let's see if we can find out what happened. Looks like Richard Springer got turned around. Let's see if we can get a quick replay. Oh, it was even before that with 12 of Eric Weatherholtz. Let's see what exactly happened to Eric Weatherholtz. As I enter turn 3 and 4, Hill Butch Benjamin right in front of Eric Weatherholtz. Oh, yep, he just got into the outside wall, got turned sideways. Richard Springer nowhere to go, and it looks like the points leader, Justin Allen, also got a bit of damage from that. Let's see if we could go one more time from the cockpit of Richard Springer. again is turn 3 and 4 in the middle line. Everybody just following right in front of him. As you can see, what Eric Weatherholt's hit the outside wall, and Richard Spring, excuse me, had no clue that he was turned sideways. Just gets collected in that. Unfortunate positioning for Richard. Looks like that might end his day early. Looks like Wade Hustad will be the first car off pit lane. We completed 21 laps here at Dover and we're under caution for the first time. A 3-car incident on the front straightaway. Wade Hustad's not too careful. He could get a penalty here for being in front of the pace car. As you see, Richard Springer still in pits. I assume his night is done. That is very unfortunate. Let's see if we can get a quick interview with Richard and see if he saw it coming at all. Hey, Richard Springer, it's James Fandoff in the broadcast booth. You have a copy?
Yeah, I got you, James. What's up?
Well, Richard, we just saw the replay of Eric Weatherholt getting into the wall, and judging from your view, it looked like you had no clue what was going on. Is that true, or were you just not able to get out of the way in time?
No, I don't like Weatherholtz. I couldn't see a damn thing. It was brutal. All of a sudden, there are cars right in front of me, and I'm at speed. Yeah.
As you know, Dover is a self-cleaning track with these high bankings, and it looks like that's just exactly what happened. Took out 3 or 4 of you. Is your car completely toast? Will you be able to get back out there?
Well, I went back out. I fixed it all. I can still see some damage, but it might be halfway decent. I was just waiting for. I was starting to catch those guys, and I got right up on them, and then of course they're sideways, so I couldn't see around them. So that's what caused me to get involved there.
Alright, man, well, it looks like we're about to go green. I don't want to hold you up, but it looks like we have 76 laps to go when we go green. So good luck to you the rest of the night, and we hope to talk to you later.
Thank you, man. And thanks for broadcasting.
No problem, my pleasure. That was Richard Springer. If we can get a quick look at his vehicle. As you see, he does have a bit of damage that he was talking about on the right front corner of his machine. We'll bring you back up front for this restart. Wade Hustad currently your leader, followed by Spencer Tart in second. William Edwards is in third, Mike Lemon in fourth, and Taylor Butcher Benjamin rounding out your top 5. Pace car ducks off here. Spencer Tart seems to be having some blinking issues, but Wade Hustad's going to go anyways. A nice restart there by Wade Hustad. Across the line first. Spencer Tart, William Edwards, Mike Lemon, and Ben Izenga diving down to the inside of Mike Lemon. Had to put on the brakes there. He almost ran into the back of William Edwards. I thought Ben Izenga was going to go 3 wide there, but he caught that a bit as William Edwards clears Mike Lemon. Ben Izenga looking to do the same thing as they come off turn 4, and he does clear him. Richard Springer is back down to pit lane. As they single file out, we have a small battle back here between Chris James and Justin Allen, who you see has significant damage on the left side of his machine. Going back up front, Ben Izenga is going to be looking past William Edwards within the next couple laps. I believe Izenga does have a bit more speed than Edwards. as they dive down in turn 1. Izenga's looking and just does not have enough yet. However, Edwards puts trouble on the track. Izenga able to make the pass. Mike Lemon's looking to make the pass as well. As the field semifinals out, we're on lap 30 of 100 here at Dover. Way to Houston currently in the arena as well every single lap here. Back, and as you see, William Edwards made the pass to Ben Izenga, and he is now in 3rd place. As they work lap traffic here, other hosts getting out of the way without any issues there. As we look farther back in the field, Martin Wenzel all by himself is 7th. Chris James with a bit of damage is currently in 8th. And then the last driver on the lead lap, Justin Allen, is currently in 9th. Let's go back up front towards the closest battle on the track between 3rd place, 4th, and 5th of Mike Lemon. As Eric Witherholtz is now on pit road. Everybody seems to be pretty evened out as it's all single file racing at the moment. Nobody's really making any passes. We did have that one big wreck about 20 laps ago involving Richard Springer, Eric Weatherholtz, Justin Allen, and Chris James. Got a bit of damage out of that as well. As we see Mike Lemon diving it down to the inside of Ben Izinga as they roll through 3 and 4. He's going to try to make a stick coming off turn 4, but it looks like Ben Izinga will have a bit of advantage. Ben Izinga able to stay out in front of Mike Lemon. Mike Lemon won't give up that easily though. Mike Lemon's still not giving up that easy all over Babcock with that 17. Side by side, looked like a bit of contact there off turn 4. As they are still side by side for a whole lap now. Mike Lemon in the 38, Ben Izinga in the 17. Mike Lemon going to look to put on the block as they come off turn 4. Ben Izinga looking for the crossover now. Ben Izinga is on the inside of Mike Lemon. Coming off turn 2 now, side by side once again. This is a great battle. Looks like Mike Lemon had the better of Izinga on the back straight, and now they are back to single file. As these guys are going to be working lap traffic now, they have Justin Allen just in front of them. Martin Wenzel is now in pits. Mike Lemon dives it to the inside of Justin Allen. Justin Allen doing a great job staying out of the way here. With that tank car, it gives Mike Lemon a bit of an advantage as he's able to pull away from Ben Izinga a little bit. Going back up front to Wade Husted. Chris James getting on the apron out of his way. As we are now on the 50th lap of tonight's race, Wade Husted has led each and every one of them up to this point. Wade Husted making it look easy. And our second place driver is Spencer Tart. Started 5th, currently 2nd. And then we go almost 2 seconds back, we have William Edwards. Just behind him in the 4th position is that 38 Mike Lemon, who we just saw battling with Ben Izinga. And just behind Ben Izinga is the 8 machine of Taylor Butcher Benjamin. It is these 6 drivers that I just showed you that are completely healthy, no damage to their machines. The next one would be Justin Allen, who you see does have a bit of damage there. And then right behind him is Richard Springer, who is in 8th. However, he is multiple laps down, so that pass is not for position. Richard Springer just on fresher tires as he recently came out of the pits. Not quite sure what happened to Martin Wenzel, but he has a significant damage, and he's been sitting on the pitch for quite a while now. As you see right behind him is Eric Weatherholtz, who just recently came down pits. Going back to that battle, we have Ben Izenga and Taylor Butch Benjamin. These two seem to have been evened out. Both their lap times, 24.4 for Ben Izenga and Taylor Butch Benjamin with a 24.37. Going back up to second, we have Spencer Tart, and William Edwards in the 75 is actually catching up to Spencer Tart. Little by little, he's only about a 10th faster than him per lap, so this will be a battle for second in the upcoming laps. Spencer Tart trying to get all the points he can these last 2 races, trying to put a dent in that lead that Justin Allen has. Justin Allen currently 7th with a bit of damage, but if you look at those points one more time, you can see that Justin Allen only has a 37-point lead over Spencer Tart. Spencer Tart does have 6 wins on the season, but he has missed a few races. That is why he's still so far back behind Justin Allen, who's been able to consistently show up each and every week. As you take a second to look through the rest of the standings, it is really only a 2-person battle for these last 2 races. And then we have a nice battle for third in the points between Chris James, Getty Buckner, and Martin Wenzel. William Edwards now to the back muffler of the 28 machine. He's going to be looking to execute a pass within the next 5 laps, as we are now 40 laps to go in this one. This is currently the closest battle we have on track to show you, and this is for second place. While our leader, Wade Hustad, almost has a full 6-second lead over these two, as William Edwards is going to be looking to the inside now on Spencer Tart. Spencer Tart's all on the high line. Looks like he's just going to give it to him. William Edwards now in second. Oh, Spencer Tart in the wall. Something must be wrong with his machine. That's going to open up the opportunity for Mike Lemon to get around him. Looks like he will with ease as they dive down in turn 3. Rolling through the corner onto the exit of 4, Mike Lemon, Spencer Tart. 3rd and 4th now. Spencer Tart's going to look to the inside of Mike Lemon as they head into turn 1. They're going to be side by side on the edge of the corner. Side by side down the back straightaway into turn 3. Mike Lemon looking to close the door on the 28. Mike Lemon with about 0.2 of a second lead over Spencer Tire as they cross the line there. This is currently a battle for 3rd place. Ooh, Spencer Tart wiggled there, but he's able to hang on to it. Still looking on the inside, just not quite able to get there. As that continues, we have Ben Izenga and Taylor Butcher Benjamin currently battling for 5th. These drivers have been pretty evened the last 15 or so laps. Taylor Benjamin trying to put pressure on him now to get that 5th position away. As he looks to the inside now, going to try to make his move into the entry of turn 3. Benjamin has his nose there. Izenga shuts the door on him, excuse me. We are now on lap 70 here at Dover, Delaware. Butcher Benjamin with a huge run off that corner. He sticks his nose to the inside of Ben Izenga, door to door, entering turn 1. Coming off of turn 2, they're still side by side. Izenga with a bit of momentum off the corner. He's able to shut the door on the 8. While all this is going on, the lap traffic car of Chris James currently right behind him. This is not for position. This could be spoiler for Taylor Butcher Benjamin, giving Ben Izenga a chance to pull away with Chris James getting involved. And it looks like it will be just that. Chris James passed Taylor Butcher Benjamin. Again, that is not for position, but look at that gap that opened up for Ben Izenga. Moving back up for the battle of 3rd, excuse me, Spencer Tart in front of Mike Lemon. So far, a pretty uneventful race. Only one caution happened earlier around lap 22 involving 4 vehicles. Only one of them has DNF'd. Out of that wreck, we do have a second DNF, which is the 4 of Martin Wenzel. Not quite sure what happened to him, but he has parked it for the evening. As we look, it has been all about this man tonight. Wade Husad on his 75th lap has led them all. Started on pole, led every lap. Has not had much trouble for the lead. He's been pretty dominant all night long. After this race has concluded, next week is the season finale at USA International on February 17th. Please be sure to stay tune in, as we crown the champion of the Pro Series, the 2nd season of the Pro Series. It is a 2-man battle between Justin Allen and Spencer Tart. It's going to be a lot of fun to watch, and that is at USA International, a 3/4 of a mile track, 134 laps. looking back at Spencer Tart, currently a half-second lead over Mike Lemon, who was just on his back bumper trying to make that pass for third. Just behind them is Justin Allen, who's a couple laps down, 2 laps down. The first car a lap down in tonight's race. As you can see, that amount of significant damage he does have on his vehicle. A nice little donut on that number 10. Tail Butch bending with a bit of damage on his nose as well. We have 20 laps to go as Chris James is now coming in the pit. Excuse me. Wade Hustad, your leader, less than 20 laps to go here at Dover. As we ride on board with Wade Hustad, we'll see how he takes this lap around Dover. Dodges down to the bottom of 1 and 2, drifts up a little bit, and then he comes back down to get that run off the corner. And he does the same thing entering 3 and 4. Brings it to the apron, lets it ride up, brings it back down to the apron for that run off the corner. Perfect executioning of Diamond in these corners here at Dover. And that is exactly why he has a little over 10-second lead over Bill Edwards, currently your second place driver. Teammates also with Wade Hustad, S2R teammates. They're going to be looking to make a huge impact in the Cup Series this season. "15 laps to go here at Dover. Third place in that Pop-Tarts machine, Spencer Tart in that 28, followed by Mike Lemon in that Castrol GTX. And for fifth, we have Ben Ising in that 17. If nothing goes wrong, it looks like these will be your top 5 finishers here tonight. Richard Springer, who was in trouble early, has worked his way up to 8th. As you can see, he has those fresher tires as he's gaining on Ben Isinger with ease. The good news is for Justin Allen, if this race finishes how it is, Spencer Taro will not gain that much on him on that points lead, and he should all but lock it up next week as long as he attends. Justin Allen's done a fantastic job this whole season. He's going to bring home the Pro Series championship as long as he can do well next week at USA. We're going to ride along with Wade Husted to the end as he is on lap 93 of 100. Looking to bring home the series victory here at Dover. Right here, Husted looking to put Ben Izenga as to our teammate a lap down, as we are now 5 laps to go in this race. A fantastic performance put on by Wade Husted tonight. As Ben Izenga hits the wall, that could have been trouble, but it looks like he's able to keep it straight. Wade Husted, I'm not sure what that was, maybe giving Ben Izenga the position, not putting him a lap down, doing the teammate a little favor. Better safe than sorry for Wade Husted. That could have been trouble. Maybe he just wants nothing to do with passing a driver as there's 4 laps to go. Going to be 3 laps to go as Wade Husted's coming off of turn 4 now. Some of you might be questioning what Ben Izenga is doing, but Izenga is not a lap down. He does have every right to fight for this, to stay on the lead lap as any other guy who's on the lead lap. Looks like he does give up and will give Wade Husted the spot on the track. As Wade Husted runs it through 3 and 4, he's going to be coming to the final lap here at Dover Downs. Half a track to go for Wade Husted, and he will put on the perfect race, getting the pole, leading every lap, and winning. To make it even more perfect, he also set the fastest lap, so a perfect race for Wade Husted as he wins here in the Pro Series at Dover. As he does a little drift in turns 1 and 2. What a race for Wade Husted. As Wade Husted slows up to the line, he's getting ready to burn it down, possibly. Teammate Ben Izenga giving him a bit of a bump there. There he is, Wade Husted, you're a winner here tonight. Let's see if we can pull in Wade Husted for an interview. Wade Husted, this is James Fenner from the booth. You have a copy?
Yeah, sure do.
Well, man, you did a perfect race. You got the pole, you led every lap, you got the win, and you also set the fastest lap here tonight. It looked like you did it with ease. What's your secret?
Just, it's really easy once you start up front, just stay out front. Just try to take it easy there, best we could, get the gap that we needed on second place. And, towards the end there, I probably was pushing my luck there racing with Ben, but we're in the chat together and just for having a lot of fun. But overall, it was just a really quick race.
Yeah, we only had one caution in all 4 cars. Miles the Monster did his thing and took out 4 of the drivers. But yeah, I had a question with you and Ben Izenga. Looked like in 3 and 4, you had to like almost get on the apron to avoid making contact with him. But luckily, no harm, no foul there, and you pulled out with the win.
Yeah, we were just playing there. I gave it up. Just I didn't want to cause any accidents or wrecks or anything. But thanks, JP, for what you do, and everybody in this league, all the racers that have been with us for a couple of years now. It's been a blast.
Yep, we have one more race here in the Pro Series at USA International next week. Hope to see you there. And tomorrow night and Tuesday, we have the duels and the shootout. Should be a lot of fun. Hope you do well in both races. Possibly get that pole for the 250.
Thank you, JP. We hope to put on a good race.
And that was Wade Husted, your race winner here tonight. Let's see if we can pull in second place Bill Edwards, teammates with Wade Husted at S2R. Bill Edwards, this is James Pandoff. You have a copy?
Yep, I'm here. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty well. Not much chance to get at Wade Husted for the win. We had that one caution early in the race. Otherwise, a solid race by you getting second place, being able to pass those drivers on that restart, getting you that track position to finish in second. Not a whole lot of action for you otherwise. How was the race in your perspective?
It was just smooth. I was trying to save tires. It didn't matter how much I saved. I just kept losing spots or losing time to Wade. But he's crazy fast here at Dover. So I started gapping Spencer a little bit towards the end. But other than that, overall it was a pretty good race. It's a lot of fun.
If there was a late restart, do you think you would have had something for Wade?
Ooh, not unless he messes up. He's pretty quick. It's all going to depend on the restart, but if he's leading it and on a late race caution, it's not easy to have.
Alright, man. Well, before I let you go, do you have any shout outs you'd like to give?
Yep. Well, first of all, I'd like to give a shout out to S2R here. We got 4 people up here, and I would like to point out that Ben finished this race, so we're all real proud of him. And I got to give a shout out to DRL, my mom, and my girlfriend Michelle, who's watching. And all the rest of the drivers here. It's a pretty clean race for Dover with one caution. That's pretty exceptional.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun to watch. And next week, we're at the finale at USA International. I hope you can make that. It should be a lot of fun. 3/4 of a mile short track.
I'll be here.
All right, man. Well, again, congrats on your second place, and we'll talk to you next week.
Thanks a lot.
That was Bill Edwards, second place finisher here tonight. Let's see if we can pull in Spencer Tart, third place finisher.
That was fun. I had a good time.
Hey, Spencer, it's James in the booth. You have a copy?
I got you.
Well, man, third place finish here tonight. Looks like you got a bit of damage on that nose. Tell us about your race.
Yeah, I mean, it was a pretty clean race. We started getting down there at the end. I tried to go up to the top, and the car just pushed for half a mile up the track, and I couldn't get it to turn. So I tagged the wall just a little bit. Didn't affect the car much, but it gave us a little bit of right front damage. But, you know, who wants a car that looks pretty at the end of these things?
That is true. Well, with Justin Allen's seventh place finish tonight, it looks like you won't gain a whole lot on him that I'm sure you would have. Um, but going into next week at USA International, it'll be tough, but you might be able to get the championship if he does not show up. Uh, what are your thoughts on USA? Have you raced there? Get some practice in?
I've ran there a bunch in different stuff. A bunch of Legends races there and Ignite. But I don't think I've ever put a. I've probably ran 2 or 3 K&N races there in my career, so we'll see. I don't think it really much matters at this point unless Justin doesn't show up, and I think even if Justin doesn't show up, I don't. And we'd have to have a 30 car field to pass him. So, that's on me. Missed 3 or 4 races at the start of this season, and six wins. Even if I win next week, 7 wins, it's not gonna be enough for a championship. But prove good series. So it was a decent run. So we'll see what we can do next week, I guess.
6 wins, still pretty impressive on the series. You are racing in the Cup Series this year. We got the duels on Tuesday night. Gonna go for your first 250 pole. Uh, Excited for that. What are your thoughts going in for the Cup Series for 2019?
Well, I'm super serious. I'm super excited for that. You got some really good teammates backing me with Wade and Chad and Thomas Harmon. We're gonna have a super fast team this year, and I'm just excited to be a part of it. It's gonna be good time. The car's definitely a lot different than what I've been used to driving, so it'll be a welcoming challenge. But we'll get it. We'll get it. Might take a few races. Looking forward to Daytona. It should be a good time. Uh, it's gonna be fun.
Alright, and finally, do you have any shout outs you'd like to give before I let you go?
Yeah, I gotta thank my friends and family, everybody that comes out supports, and even if they're not watching, they support me in doing all this, and I really appreciate that. Uh, Teammates, everybody at S2R, everybody that came out here ran tonight. Fatal Concepts Design, over there, Bill, he does an awesome job. Anytime you all need paints, I mean that's the guy to go to. So yeah, it's been pretty good. I think that's about it.
Alright, man. Well, congrats again on your top 3 finish. We'll talk to you in a couple days at Daytona.
Sounds good.
Spencer Tart, your third place finisher here tonight. We're gonna quickly bring in Mike Lemon, finishing fourth here. Looks like he did disconnect from the race lobby. Let's see if he's still available for an interview. Hey Mike, it's James in the booth. You have a copy?
Yep, sure do, James.
Well, fourth place finish here tonight. I thought you might have had something for Spencer Tart, but just fell off there at the end. How'd your race go overall?
No, it was a good race. I thought I did have something for Spencer, but at the end there, I was trying different lines, trying to see if I could get any speed, but I couldn't. So I was gonna finish fourth either way, I think.
Yeah, impressive run for everybody here tonight. Only one caution. Looked like a lot of fun to be racing here at Dover for about 75 laps green. Uh, Although we are off next week for the Grand National Series, you will be competing again in the series for 2019. Uh, what are your expectations going in for that?
Boy, I don't know. A top five would be nice. There's a lot of fast guys in here, so top five. I want to thank Getty for inviting me to his team. So we'll be doing lots of practice and stuff. So I don't know. Well, I guess we'll find out.
Alrighty. Well, next week we go to USA for the finale at the Pro Series. We hope to see you here. Are there any shout outs you'd like to give before we let you go?
Just like to thank the league and you for broadcasting. Everybody that puts the time in.
Alrighty. Well, congrats again on your top 5. We wish you a great night and we'll talk to you soon.
Thanks a lot.
Alrighty, and finally, our 5th place finisher of the night, Ben Isinger. Hey Ben, it's James in the booth. You have a copy?
Yep, I got you.
Well, sir, top 5 finish here tonight. It looked like you almost lost it to Taylor Butcher Benjamin. That is the top 5. However, lap traffic seemed to have helped you out with Chris James getting in between you guys. Tell us about your night.
Well, I haven't finished a race in a while, so this is a good change. But yeah, I don't run this series every week. I run it sometimes, and it's good to come out here and have a good showing with my team. And
Yeah, it does look like you got quite a bit of damage, but that is short track racing here at Dover. Next week we will be at USA International, and as you said, you haven't been here each and every week, but do you plan on running that next week?
yeah, I like that track. I have a lot of experience there in the super late, so it should transfer over at least a little bit.
Alright, and before we let you go, do you have any shout outs you'd like to give?
Yeah, S2R, Ryan, Spencer, Bill, all those guys, USDRL Sim Racing, and Youth Broadcasting, all you guys for putting this lead together. And yeah, that's about it.
Alrighty, well, we look forward to seeing you here next week, and we look forward to seeing what you can do in the 2019 season.
Thank you.
Alrighty, that was Ben Isinger, 5th place finisher here tonight. As we quickly go through the unofficial results, Wade Husted, your winner, leading all 100 laps, a perfect race by him. William Edridge finishing in 2nd, Spencer Tart rounded out 3rd, Mike Lemon 4th, Ben Isinger 5th, Taylor Butch Benjamin 6th place, Justin Allen the points leader and most likely champion as long as he shows up next week is in 7th. Richard Springer finishes 8th, Chris James 9th, Martin Wenzel rounds out the top 5. Eric Weatherholtz finishing 11th, 62 laps down. The next race in this series is the season finale at USA International next week. 134 laps on the 3/4 mile track. Hope to see you guys there. Next broadcast on DRL TV is tomorrow night for the 2019 Daytona Shootout for the Cup Series. It will be a 40 lap event. I believe it's 50 laps. We'll have to fact check that. Should be a lot of fun. It's going to be the winners and pole sitters of the Cup Series, as well as all the playoff drivers of the Cup Series from last year. 20 entrants for the event. Real quick at the point standings, these are up to date. We will have them up to date after this broadcast goes off the air. But Justin Allen is your points leader. Spencer Tart 2nd with 6 wins on the season. Chris James 3rd. Getty Buckner 4th. Martin Wenzel is 5th. And we'll give a second for you guys to check out the rest of the points as we head into the credits. We'd like to thank our league owner James Pandoff, Tata Bowman, financial support Tata Bowman, graphics are done by Martin Wenzel, Jordan Gonzalez, technical support Jordan Gonzalez, Martin Wenzel, marketing Tata Bowman, broadcast, thank you to all the guys that do DRL TV, David Webborn Jr., Taylor Butcher Benjamin, Martin Wenzel, Getty Buckner, Ryan Branch, Jason Taylor, James Pandoff, and David Lindahl. Administration for the league, Tata Bowman, David Warborn Jr., Martin Wenzel, Getty Buckner, James Pandoff. Admin and RC for the 2019 series will be James Pandoff. Last year was Tata Bowman. Admin race control for the Grand National Series is Martin Wenzel. Admin race control for the Truck Series, Getty Buckner. Admin race control for the Pro Series is James Pandoff. Race control is Eric Weatherholt, Admin race control for the Winter Series was James Pandoff. Admin race control for the Road Series was Getty Buckner. Big thanks to Jeremy Hebel and Dakota Wilkins who helped race control during the Winter Series. Alrighty, guys, that is it for tonight. Congrats again to Wade Hustad on a perfect race here at Dover. Hope to see you guys tomorrow night for the shootout. Thanks again for watching. Have a great night.